executive session.
All in favor? Or,
I need to second that motion first. You got it.
Okay.
And I do second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Ashfield Rod and Gun Club Select Board to vote to approve license renewal for Ashfield Rod and Gun Club and to sign license.
I move that we approve license renewal for the Ashfield Rod Gun Club. Second? Chair, you second?
No, that's him.
Oh,
It's every year.
Yeah,
this is,
Well,
it's our first year.
so I would second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye. Do all three of us have to sign?
Yeah.
All right. Do we have to sign multiple copies?
No, that's somebody else's. Plainfield Motors Select Board to vote to approve license renewals for Plainfield Motors and to sign licenses class 2 used cars, class 3 used auto parts.
Is that the one over on,
AB on, right on, jump there.
okay. I move that we approve their license renewal, for class 2 used cars and class 3 used auto parts.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Looked like you were kind of taking it out there.
Oh. Ready to take it. His fees,
Right.
it's actually.
Right, morning. Sorry.
So.
You didn't change my word to. Okay.
Okay, select board to discuss and vote on hiring a temporary police chief,
I would say appointing, but.
appointing.
Yeah. Hiring makes it sound like it's a permanent thing.
Right,
So. Since we learned last week that, Chief Litchfield will be out of the office for 5 weeks at least. And we didn't think it was appropriate in the interim to not have somebody designated as in charge. I'm presuming you guys agree with that?
Yes, yeah.
So I would like to, make a motion that we appoint Sergeant Tebow as the temporary police chief while the permanent police chief is out of the office for 5 weeks.
I second that motion. And no question before we start.
Okay.
Are you, in favor of that appointment, sir?
Yes.
And what would happen with just yourself on duty? How would hours get covered?
I have one officer right now working 2 nights a week, 2 nights. I have a few other on the roster that don't seem to be willing to work anything. I'm trying to push them into working more. I'm gonna see about hiring somebody else part-time who can take more shifts more regularly.
Right.
I mean, that's my main concern now, getting shifts, but
There,
I have spoke to the Cummington chief. He is willing to come over if no one's on for like, more moderate, serious calls, maybe we'll have that responsible here, and I will. We're gonna get something more formal with him, for that department, and then I will notify dispatch on that, so. They would automatically dispatch them. So that's my main priority now is getting shifts filled, getting coverage.
And you keep us informed as
Yes,
that. Excellent, thank you.
well,
there are a couple of things that this would enable to do. One is hiring and scheduling of other officers and making the arrangements as he did with Cummington, but also we have the budget season hot upon us. And it would enable him to prepare the police budget as best he could, at least in the interim, and not to say that it wouldn't get changed when Justin comes back, but at least it would be moving forward, and that would sort of keep other things. I mean, I imagine there are lots of other sort of routine things that come up that will be able to move forward with him designated as the person in charge. So we have to.
All in favor?
Hi,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Careful what you wish for.
Oh, Kara Marshall, Executive Assistant, Search Update.
From our, received resumes, we identified 4, potential candidates to interview, 2 of whom withdrew in the meantime for reasons of their own. We need to do 2 candidates that, Zoom interview last week. Bringing them forward to the select board for, final interview. Those candidates would be Holly Ryan, Plainfield, and Lisa Laurent Cummings.
Okay.
I believe you got their resumes and
I'll go take through it, yeah.
check it. If not, I can forward them to them, plus the notes from the Zoom.
This conversation reminds me of one thing I meant to say at the very beginning for approving minutes. There were 2 mistakes in the minutes from 13. One was she referred to the pre-screening committee as the search committee, and I don't think,
No,
it's not a search committee,
No,
it's a pre-screening committee. It was early on. And then the other one was where she talks about the, special town meeting tomorrow night. She called it Wednesday, the 29th. It's actually Wednesday, the 28th. It was further up. It was the last sentence of a paragraph. It was in the paragraph about the police cruiser.
and this is one of the,
It's the 28th tomorrow. And that's the special committee meeting. Okay, that was all I had to say about that. So we need to designate time and place when we're going to interview the 2 candidates separately. In the past, we did them on a weekday morning at 9:30, 10 o'clock. I prefer 10 o'clock, especially in the winter. She never know we're gonna have to shovel herself out.
2 separate days.
We would do them one day back to back.
But it's spread.
Leave a half an
Yeah,
hour
yeah,
in
yeah.
between. I would do like 10 to 11 and then 11:30 to 12:30.
And you, Julia, you did those arrangements the last time, right?
Yeah, and we used the library conference room as opposed to town hall. So you just have to check with Denise and make sure that the room is available and they don't have something. They don't have all the furniture moved in there because they're doing some other event in some other space, but it's pretty easy.
Those were active. Like,
Well, probably both, but more the select one.
hopefully completed with this time. Check,
I'll check the weather too.
now, but soon,
Yeah, I would say either sometime in the next 2 weeks.
yes.
I would touch base with both
Oh, yeah.
candidates and ask them, you know, are there days that
They-
you're not available? And then pick a day, any day. So don't do a Monday morning or a Thursday morning, because I usually try to go to exercise class on those days. But,
You that one.
I mean, I don't have to go, I missed it on Monday.
It's all the same. Sure.
Yeah,
Mine doesn't work, we'll be the keepers very low. And
Any other questions?
I'll get on that tomorrow and see if I can get something.
I don't think so, I don't know anyone.
Discussion of a scam email that the planning board learned about at a recent public hearing.
Yeah, I wanted everybody to know about this because I think it's really outrageous. And I wish there were more people here because I could say, would you please share this with everyone you know, but I don't know that we're gonna get as much coverage of town as I had hoped. So we went through the public hearing for the new cannabis operation at 27 Broome Street, the one with Dave Hill from Michigan. And everything was fine. We approved the permit, but we added some conditions. The whole meeting was over. And then he gets up and he was here in person and he comes over, he says, so did you guys get my wire transfer? And we said, what wire transfer? He said, well, I got Peter's email yesterday. And it said that I had these permit preparation fees that had to be paid before the hearing tomorrow, the 21st. So he got it on the 20th and this was the 21st. And it was for $4,900. And he said, and it looked very official.
Oh, it definitely looks official. What?
It knows who the chair of the committee is, spelled the name right, all this stuff, got the dates of the hearing right. The invoice that was enclosed had the town seal on it, it was itemized, and it all sounded reasonable if you didn't know that it wasn't, but, so he got scammed. And then,
And he's a very experienced businessman.
you know, not in Massachusetts, and,
I know, but he's,
yeah.
you know, he's not,
He's been in this business for like 10 years. But I think Massachusetts general law and dealing with a small town is a newer experience for him. In any case, and then yesterday there was they sent him another email asking, I didn't open that invoice because somebody said that there can be,
Yeah, you don't click on it.
yeah, but, and it was labeled, post permit charges. You know, the preparation and the filing with the town official and, you know, making sure that the certificate has all the right conditions. It was just like. And he forwarded it to me. I did talk to the Attorney General's office yesterday. And they said, we can't file the complaint because we weren't the victim. He has to file the complaint. He's filing a complaint with State Attorney General, the FTC, the FBI. There's a specific internet crimes email address that I gave him. He's already filed a fraud charge with his bank. And I think that maybe he's gonna talk to his local police too, I'm not sure. But if you hear anybody even whisper about, one question I guess I have is, I think we probably ought to put it somewhere prominently. We have a schedule of town fees on our website, right? And I think we ought to say all fees are payable by check only,
yeah,
so that people can't send out a wire transfer, and they have the routing number and the account number and all this stuff. Not a bank we do business with, but that's,
who would make that change, all these payable by check over on the website? Policy?
yeah, I think,
I'll connect with them.
We did have one question from online.
okay,
just asking about the meeting tomorrow. Linda asked, can we meet upstairs to the town hall without the repaired fire escape?
Yeah, we've got 50 people upstairs.
Yeah. We'll be lucky if we make the 15-person quorum, I think.
And I said, during their meeting, if we need people to come vote, they'll pause the meeting.
Oh, great.
Awesome. There was another scam too with the out there. It's from Polly on January 14th. I saw that. Polly informed me that she'd seen the scam email on the website of the share.
Oh,
So-
right, somebody,
Yeah,
yeah,
so. She's invited, Anita Wilson, Director of Consumer Protection Unit at the Northwestern District Attorney's Office, to the February COA lunch on the 11th. And, has connected with Anita, who is willing to give office personnel a presentation on scams.
well, it's not only office personnel, it's committee chairs too.
Right,
Yeah,
so I don't know, seems like that should be, advertised.
well,
But I don't know that we can say anything about what's happened in town.
why?
Yeah. Kind of. Yes.
I think that, Mr. Till's integrity needs to be,
I told him I was gonna discuss it at the select board meeting tonight, and he had no problem. He wants me to, he wants to get it out there. Because he thinks it's outrageous, and it wasn't. I mean, the authenticity of the language and the details, the dates, the times, and the post permit scam email reference that, you know, the now that we've approved this special permit. This was like 2 days later. How does he know that? We haven't filed it with anybody or anything. So it almost feels like it's someone in town. I can't imagine, but I suppose cyber crooks are everywhere.
not hand up and deliver.
Oh,
When you
okay. What do you want to say?
I was just going to say that I recently received a phone call from somebody in a county down in North Carolina where I wasn't a resident, but my mother was. And it turned out it was a scam. But what I did is said, look, let me give you a call back. It was the sheriff's office. Let me give you a call back at the sheriff's office. And then they pursued to like just hang up. But when I went on the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Department, their website, the first thing you see was there have been an uptick in scams from claiming that they are people from our department contacting you. Please use the official number of, on our website to contact the person that they say they are. So I think in addition to posting a schedule of fees, it may also be helpful to have some kind of notification on our front page of our website.
Well, yes, and that's what I was suggesting too. And I also think, we have a 6-month all committees meeting coming up in early March. I think we should be discussing it there too. So that there's greater awareness of it. I think that the people who collect fees are mostly like the building commissioner, planning. I don't know, who else does? There are a lot of fees on that list. I don't know, I'm fussing brain tonight, so I'm getting cold, so I don't remember, but we need to make sure. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Look like you have to hand up and Jerry will. Say goodbye.
Jerry?
I can't, Judy mentioned, but I think it's important to mention that the only way the town accepts any money is through the check. They will not accept money transfers. They will not accept cash. They will not accept credit cards. So it's really critical to get the note out there that only checks will be accepted for any payments to the town.
Thanks, Jerry. And, Bill from KP Law.
$62.
Favor? And a reminder that 2025 annual reports are due. Any questions or business or anything?
No, the Linda Mason letter. No, I don't know what we can do.
I think we should do a little research and get back on
Yeah. We received a complaint letter from someone in town about a person who had been smoking and bringing dogs into the library, so we don't know what our options are, we can figure that out.
I couldn't hear that. Can you say that again?
We received a complaint letter from someone in town that another person in town had been smoking out the back door of the library conference room and bringing dogs into the library. And don't know what remedies we have violation. Now, there is a sign on the door that says no dogs except for guide dogs allowed. We have to do some research and figure out what, if any, options we have available. Don't you have ideas? I think maybe Kara came up with this one, I think it's a good one, ban that person who uses the library. I think that's fair.
it. Yeah. We should do a little research on it.
Yeah. Okay. I move we adjourn.
Oh, thank you for that.
All in favor? Aye.
Anybody want a spare agenda? We've got a bunch of them.
She can use them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did
Have a good night.
either of you two sign something, Mark?